Hi guys, and welcome to my 2022 setup. And this year, instead of doing two separate videos, a setup and then a January, I've done them all in one go. So yeah, you've just seen me do my little title page. I didn't do anything fancy, just a quick little quote just to do something, and then we're straight in to my year at a glance. I don't really do much with these. I don't actually particularly use it, in all honesty, but I do quite like having all the different dates for the whole year just kind of sat there so I can look at where the weeks line up if I want to. I don't do it very often, but I do set it up just in case I want to look at it, and that once or twice a year where you can guarantee that if I don't do this, I will absolutely want it. So I do it, even if it is ridiculously time consuming, because I write out every date, but I've kept it simple, nice little block feature for each month, with the time, like the date at the top, and then the dates in Monday to Sunday, because I believe the week starts on a Monday. Yeah, and then obviously I've just rubbed out my pencil because I decided I was going to colour in the months, because I had some new dual tip brush pens and I kind of wanted to play with them because I haven't played with them yet, and I've had them a couple of months and I just kind of put them to one side and forgot about them. Yeah, so I am setting up now my planner for my finances. Very similar to last year, but I've made it smaller because I kind of decided it didn't need to be quite so big, because last year it was really big and I think it was just a lot of wasted space personally for me for what I did, so it's definitely condensed this year. I've still got a space under my yearly box, which is probably gonna have something put in. I haven't decided what yet. And then after I cut all my edges off, obviously there's a space on the edge of December. Last year I kind of put in an income outcome kind of comparison thing, but I gave up using it after about 3 months, so I haven't put it in this year because I don't know, I just didn't use it. And then instead of having my entire year, well, having an entire month on one kind of double spread, this year I've condensed them in because it just took up twice the space and it didn't need to. So I've just got obviously a week down the side, and then along the top I've got my kind of 4 different things that I track, so like my income, what I spend on the house or my car or any extra bits. I did still on the left hand side include a monthly thing. I apparently have possibly forgotten to write in it when I recorded this, but it will just have a total income for the month, total outcome for the month, and then hopefully a positive difference to show that I didn't spend all the money I made every month, because while I don't kind of budget, when I budget like a savings amount each month, so I don't actively try and save, say, £100 every month into a savings account, because that kind of logic has never worked for me, because some months I could have £100 spare, some months I could have £500 spare, just because of the nature of the way I personally work. I don't have a set salary. It just doesn't work for me, so I just kind of save what I can when I can, because it can fluctuate quite dramatically. I don't work at all in August and most of July because it's out of season for me, so those months I sometimes don't have anywhere near as much money as I will in other months. just to confuse people. Yeah, it's one of those, but it works for me. My jobs work for me, so it's all good. I realize it is quite boring watching me do this 12 times, and I also realize I end up kind of rambling a bit at you because I don't quite know what to say to fill the gaps sometimes, because I haven't really made these spreads very pretty. They don't need to be pretty, they just need to be functional. So that's what I've gone for. Functional. But I do prefer this. Last year I kind of went a little bit more out because it was across, one month was across double spreads, and then instead of having these nice boxes to line everything up in, I kind of had lines separated with a gap of a line and coloured them in so you could see across. It just got a little bit OTT. So I haven't done that this year. I'm going with simple, but I will possibly think of something for that right hand side of December because it's just blank space. I've also, so I'm onto my gift planner here. I have gone to a simplified gift planner this year. Well, more simplified than last year. Last year was pretty simple, just bigger. I discovered I didn't need so much space, so I've just got like an ideas and then what I've actually bought for birthday, Christmas for people, and then on the opposite side I have a gift idea, because people ask me what I want for things like birthdays and Christmas, and I just don't know, or I've seen something and I've forgotten, so I'm going to write it down, I hope. So this is my work hours planner. I actually did this 4 times, though I only videoed 2 of them because you didn't need to see me do this 4 times. They're exactly the same. I didn't write my jobs on just to kind of keep a little bit of privacy, but it's just down the side, and then each month then I can write what I worked, and each month, each job has a different pay month cutoff. So I've done 4 this year instead of 1 big one, so I can work out each job individually. Much easier. January. We're on to January. Here we go. More exciting. I've gone really simple again. I didn't know what I wanted to do. In the run-up to Christmas, my Etsy has been insane and crazy, and I didn't have time to go full out. So I've just done pencil. I didn't even plan out kind of my drawings. I drew myself a circle and then I freehanded all of my little leaves, but I thought they were kind of fun, and it also gives me the option that if I do get more time later on in the month, I may go back and colour them in. I may not. I may leave them really simple. I haven't decided. We'll see how January goes as a month and how much time I get. But I enjoy it as a little theme, these little sort of filigree leaves. It's kind of fun and simple and whimsical, even if it has no relation to January whatsoever. Because, let's face it, it doesn't. You can see my new pens came into play here. They're brush pens on one end, and then they're just fine tips on the other, so this was the fine tip. Nice and simple. And obviously these 2 spreads are pretty self-explanatory. Place for my notes for the entire month, and then my expenses tracker. So my first page in January is a little bit different to every other one in the book, because of course January starts on a Saturday, and I didn't want to waste a whole double spread on just having a Saturday Sunday, so I've moved my notes and tasks onto the opposite side just for this week, and then added little boxes at the bottom, and then did my now what seems to be standard weekly spread on the other side, but this is the only week I've done it on. And then I've drawn some little filigree bits around the edge just to keep it in kind of standing with all the other ones. But you can see here, once we get back into the next week of January, which just has 7 days and no extra random ones because it's the start of a new year, I have gone back to having my daily things on the left and my notes and tasks on the right, just because this is how I've been doing it for a while, so this is kind of how I'm used to, so I'm just not gonna change it if it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, or however the saying goes. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I think. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments if I've got that wrong, which is perfectly plausible, because I quite often half remember sayings and then forget the rest of it. But more little doodles. Anyway, I am back at rambling at you, which is pretty par for the course, but I try. I'm going to wrap it up now. So obviously this is my last weekly spread for this month, and then my flick through of the whole lot is coming up. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next month.